I was just watching YouTube with my wife and I stumbled across this clip here.
Funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match, and men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Completely different sports. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis, and I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill me.
Now, I'm guessing you can tell that this is an old clip because she spoke very freely, she spoke very candidly, and she spoke very truthfully about the differences between men and women. And not only did she speak in these three ways, she spoke as if people would automatically agree and understand where she's coming from. It just goes to show you how far we've come in such a short time. I don't know quite when this interview was. It was David Letterman, so it wasn't, and Serena was at the top of women's tennis, so it's not far away. What's very wild is that a lot of the conversations look like this.
What do you think that Serena Williams would be ranked if she played in the men's game?
I have no idea.
Well, if you had a guess.
Well, she seemed pretty strong to me. I mean,
Very strong. The greatest female player ever.
Okay, nobody can prove this. Here's what.
Would you like to apologize?
You have Serena Williams, who is a woman, and she is being fought for on behalf of people who are not with her about what she can do and can't do versus a man on the tennis court. And then we hear it from her very mouth that she acknowledges the biological differences between men and women. This is an old clip, but it's something that needs to be discussed because these athletes or these celebrities or whatever, I believe that when they speak like this, they get chastised. Because this conversation between gender and transgender, this conversation is spoken of in the guise of love and acceptance and justice, when it couldn't be further from those things. It is actually in the name of tyranny. It is in the name of social and intellectual and moral tyranny, where truth once upon a time was that which conforms to reality. Now it is that which conforms to my subjectivity. And now I demand for you to adhere to what I subjectively believe. But as we keep having these pillars of our society torn down, they're going to keep asking for more and more pillars to be torn down because the desire is not a well-run utopic society. It's control. And it is, I think, one of the best ways you can see this practically is looking at those clips of the Democratic Socialist Convention where they don't get anything done. They just go up and they demand other people to meet their desires. That's all it is the entire time.
On to the resolutions and amendments committee.
Very brief point of information. If you are using a microphone, talk into it directly like I am right now, and do not wave your face back and forth because people cannot hear you. That is all.
Okay.
I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum?
People demanding for you to meet my subjective needs. And that's all this is. But now we're seeing families torn to shreds as a result of it. We're seeing womanhood be devalued. And I just want to post this to say, hey guys, stand firm in what you believe and what you know to be true. Because the fact that men and women are different is a compliment. It is not an indictment on either one of the genders. It is a compliment, and it is an acknowledgement of the way that we have been made. And we were made to complement one another.